I'll bet you're just dying for me to tell you what that one thing is, aren't you? Well, let me be blunt with you. All you have to do to get your six-pack abs is cut your body fat percentage and lose fat weight. Alright? They go hand in hand. If you drop your fat weight, you cut your body fat percentage. Now, please don't think that I'm making fun of you. And don't think that I'm calling you fat, because I'm not. I'm right there in the same boat with you. I got a little around the midsection I need to lose too. And if you're like most people on this earth, instead of that wonderful six-pack abs that you'd love to have, you're probably carrying something more like a half a case or maybe even a pony keg. But what I'm here to tell you is that if you simply lose your body fat and cut your fat percentage down, those six-pack abs will, poof, magically appear. Don't believe me? Take a look at this next picture. So, there was the picture. It's a picture of the torso with the skin and the fat removed so that you could see the abdominal muscles underneath. So you see, they're already there. I told you, you've got them. What? You still don't believe me? Alright. Tighten up your stomach. Alright? Get your fingers on your stomach, your ab area there. Now just tippy-toe your fingers down. You might have to push a little hard if you got a little blubber. But can you feel those ridges? About every 2.5 to 3 inches, maybe 4 inches if you are taller. Those are your ab muscles, right? The six-pack abs are there. You just got to get rid of the fat. I can see the wheels turning in your head. I know what you're asking. Well, what about all the ab exercises that everybody's preaching? What about all the fancy machines I see on TV? What about all these diets? Alright. All the ab exercises, chuck them in the garbage. Now, I'm not saying you don't have to do ab exercises. You do. But you don't have to go crazy and do 27 different variations of the sit-up in order to get that six-pack ab. As a matter of fact, you only need to do your abs, or exercise your abs, twice a week. They need to be intense workouts, but you don't need to do it any more than twice a week. Alright? Those fancy machines, they're garbage. Alright? Do not waste your hard-earned money on a useless piece of crap. Alright? Don't fall into that trap. I would hate to see my friends and my members here get sucked in and lose their hard-earned cash for that crap. Alright? They don't work. Have you ever seen a fat person on an infomercial using one of those pieces of equipment? No. They use skinny models. And they didn't get the ripped body, and they didn't lose 40 pounds just by doing funky sit-ups on some weird little piece of equipment. Alright? That's a total lie. Don't you believe it. Alright? Keep your money in your wallet. What about the diet? Hey, already in the nutrition section, I've told you that diet is a bad word. It's just die with a T at the end. Alright? You do need to get your nutrition on track. Alright? Proper nutrition, proper workout, that's what'll burn the fat. And that's what will get you the six-pack abs. Alright? Yeah, you're still thinking, aren't you? Not quite sure you're sold on what I'm telling you. Hey, how many times do I have to tell you? Your six-pack abs are already there. If you go nuts working out your abs, all you're going to do is get fatter. Or, let me rephrase that, you're going to look fatter. You need an explanation? Alright. Your abs are a muscle. And if you work them out like any of your other muscles, they're going to grow. Alright, here's an example. These are your abs, alright? This is your skin. You see the space in between my hand and my fist? That's the fat layer. Alright, let's say that you're doing weighted crunches and weighted sit-ups, and you're doing all kinds of stuff, just building up those abs so they can be rock hard and poking out, you know, all over the place. Well, what you've done is you've built those abs, you've increased your muscle size there, so without losing that fat, all you've done is make yourself fatter looking, okay? You've pushed that fat forward more. Alright? Wouldn't you rather look like this than like this? Alright, so let's work on reducing that fat so that you have nothing but six-pack abs there. Alright, now, here's another thing. Doing all those sit-ups, all those crunches, all those leg lifts, all those side bends, all those oblique twists, if you're doing that because it's going to burn fat there, you've been suckered again. You cannot spot reduce fat anywhere on your body. Alright? Your body chooses when and where it's going to burn the fat. Alright? And your body really doesn't want to give up your fat around the middle because it's comfy and cozy. It's attached to it. It likes it. And because it knows you're going to go through more stress. So we're just going to keep that around because it makes us comfortable. Not us, personally, but our body and our metabolism. Alright? So, you cannot spot reduce anywhere. I know a few years ago, well, it's probably been 10 or 15 years by now, they were VHS tapes that came out. So, they were really old, but some nut has probably reproduced them on DVD. They were called Buns of Steel, Abs of Steel, and Thighs of Steel, if I remember right. And essentially what they did was they suckered you into buying these tapes, leading you to believe that by doing some crunches and by doing some weird little leg lifts and little butt pinches and stuff like that, that you were going to just melt that fat away like butter. Doesn't work that way. I already explained. You cannot spot reduce fat anywhere. Alright? The best way to get rid of the fat is by improving your nutrition and working out your entire body. Okay? You need to do full body type exercises. That's the only way you're going to burn all that fat off. Now, let me tell you one other thing. Outside of the muscles here in your jaw, the muscles in your abdomen are probably the next strongest. They have to work all the time, okay? Some people are belly breathers. That means when they breathe, their tummy goes in and out instead of their chest expanding. So their abdominal muscles are working there. Your abs work to get you out of bed in the morning. They keep you standing up straight and sitting up straight in a chair. You use them to bend over to tie your shoes. Okay? You use them when you reach up. You use them when you step up, like onto the curb, or go up a flight of stairs. Now, they aren't the primary muscle for jumping and stepping up, but you do use them. Okay? And those obliques, hey, you use them every time you reach around in the back seat to smack the kids when they're misbehaving. Alright? So you use your abs all the time. You even use them in the gym when you're doing your exercises. If you're doing squats, you use your abs to help balance that weight. And when you squat down and come up, you're using your abs. You use your abs when you're doing bicep curls, okay? As soon as you start pulling that weight up, your abs tighten up, okay? Whenever you cough, whenever you sneeze, hey, your abs are being used almost 24 hours a day. So, it stands to reason that you've already got six-pack abs.